Okay, guys, thank you so much joining in this session today. Today's session is about your assessment pack. As you can see on your screen here, this is your assessment pack. You must complete all this information. The very first thing first, please, as a student, please complete all this information in your assessment pack. Now, some of you will be asking me a question. Do you need to put your answer in this assessment cover pack? In this assessment pack? The answer is yes. Please put your question, put your answers under the questions. So first thing first, complete, fill all the information provided in this assessment pack. They ask you many required information. So please fill in that. You must tick in. So what is your assessment submission method? You must explain that, okay, I email my trainer or I email it to Jesse or something like that. So just tick that one option. So first is your student information. The second is your assessment submission method. The third is you certify that you are submitting it. This is all your work. You're keeping a copy of it and you cannot claim that, oh, I lost it. Okay. So put your student signature. The best thing is that instead of typing your name, you can just scan your signature or have a digital signature signed somehow with this signature device, maybe a mobile phone, and then paste here. Put a date. The deadline of submission is September 9th. I don't know what is the date on September, what is the day on September 9th, but today is 3rd, so I assume it's going to be Wednesday, I think. So September 9 is the deadline. There's some information, how many questions, this is for me, how many assessment tasks we have in this ICTNWK505, which is design, build, and test network server, 3 assessment tasks. The assessment task number 1, detailed discussion, has been posted on YouTube already. The link is provided to you yesterday in your email, so have a look at it. This session is also recorded because I understand everyone is busy or you might want to hear it again. So task 1, 2, and 3. So you need to, this is my chart, but there are 3 tasks. So I will put up a final competency based on your outcome of this unit of competency. I will say satisfactory, satisfactory, satisfactory. All tasks are satisfactory. The outcome is competent, and then I will put my signature here. So you don't need to worry about this. This is for me. Please go through the assessment conditions. This is very important. We have installed our Windows server in a virtual box. Some people will say on a virtual box, in a virtual box, so whichever is correct proposition, but we have installed Windows Server in our virtual box. So this is a very much required. Go through this, that what is the plagiarism. As you know, plagiarism is when you actually take somebody else's work and say that this is your work. So this is very important. So please understand, talk to your friend or read online. It is very important that you write in your own words, simple. Changing words here and there or using an online tool to change the nature of the content does not suit you actually, because when I see a very colorful language going here and there, up and down throughout the assessment submission, when you write in your own, your language is different. When you copy and paste, I can literally see this is copy and pasted. Language style is different, the tone is different, the preposition, the style of writing is different, sentence structure is different, sentence length matters, the vocabulary, so all these things. So I can immediately know this is copied and pasted. Please don't do that. I can literally see this is a group of 9 students. So if you copy from someone else, I will immediately know. Few days ago, I marked a class of 50 students in business finance management, and literally only 5 students passed. Everyone copied and pasted from other people. But good luck to them, but don't do this. This is a class of just 9. So copying is a tiny portion, less than 10% is okay, but as long as I can see You are writing in your own words. Even the structure is come under plagiarism, but I accept. Even if the structure is same, but this is your content, I'll accept it. For example, there are screenshot requirements in your assessment task number 2 and 3. If I see that the same image is used twice, then I clearly know that this is taken from some friend or someone who is trying to help you, but don't do that actually. Okay, so this is very important. Plagiarism, I take it very seriously. I am here to help you so that you can learn. There is no point collecting papers on the name of certificates, spending $20,000 on them. There is no point doing that unless you have other objectives. So the unit outcome, all the unit question has to be answered correctly. Then I will say that, okay, you are competent. This is very important. Okay, please go through this. All the informations are important. Go through it so that you know your rights and responsibilities. Okay, these are, I will fill this up for you. Don't worry about it. The question, these are all instructions. Okay, question number, this is task number 1. I have already explained you your task number 1. Unit knowledge test, assessment task 1. The demonstration, the explanation video is on the YouTube. Link is already provided yesterday. So I'm going to skip task 1. I explained each and every question to you. So I'm pretty sure if you pay attention, you can easily complete this assessment task. Assessment task 2. Okay, so this is summary of assessment task 1. Now assessment task 2. Assessment task 2 is your project. So what is in this project? Let me quickly share with you what is in this project. So you need computer, internet, and Microsoft Word to complete this assessment. Scenario is given to you. So this is the scenario which is explained here, that Delta International College is some college and they want you to set it up a server. So all the demonstration, all the explanation is here, and their IT manager is doing something, and this is the main thing in the assessment task. So you will be supervising implementation of the network servers. So this system, and one of the requirement is that you are installing a network server. So go through this assessment task. And your job description is explained as a manager, because so for this IT department led by Neil, IT manager will supervise the implementation of network servers so that these systems can be implemented and can be used on the network of the institute. While ROP system administrator will be responsible for the setup of a network server for the implementation of Moodle and student information management system on it. So the roles and responsibilities are explained. So have a look at this video. Oh, sorry, have a look at this assessment task, task number 2, in detail, read it in very detail. So what is the job description of system administrator? You will be providing first and second level of support. This is job description. This is a typical job description of a desktop support administrator. But for the entry-level job, it's network support engineer or network or system support engineer or analyst or something. So go through these all assessment tasks 2. What you need to do is, this is the in network, and here this is a small component here which is a server. Let me annotate it so that you know what I am talking here. Okay, let me draw. This is the box we are talking about. Sorry. Eraser. Okay, draw. This is the box under consideration. So network server. So this is what we are doing bits by bits. Actually, we will be setting up all these things in all different courses, but today the lecture is all about this network server. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so the activity number 1, task number 1, role play. So in this role play, you will be speaking. Okay, IT partner has decided to arrange a meeting. Okay, this is a meeting discussion. What you will be doing is you will prepare all the data required for this question, and we run a meeting. This is simulation, so you need to run this meeting with me. So be prepared your answers, and we can do it next week. I will spare 1 hour for you so that you can run the meeting. Okay, any questions so far, guys?
None.
Okay, guys, time is up. So let me quickly go through. I've given you 15 minutes to read this case scenario in assessment task number 2. Okay, so the case scenario, as you read, there are 2 important roles. What is your role? I have highlighted, and as you can see on your screen, Rob, you will be playing a role as a Rob. So you will be a system administrator. Your responsibility is to set up a network. So when you go through this assessment with me together, please focus on the green highlighted section. That green highlighted section is for Rob. So you will be role playing as Rob.
Okay.
Okay, so Rob, the system administrator. So you are system administrator, will be responsible for the setup of network. So I'm skipping the stories. Let's focus on the only Rob. So job description of Rob is first and second level desktop support, look after the ticketing system, solving staff problems, completing assigned backup checks, ticketing system, provides level 1, level 2 support. Okay, so that's basically it. Basically 3-4 jobs. Giving tickets, recording, logging, first level, second level support, and helping colleagues and students. That's it, and that's a repetition, many repetition, but this is the main 4 dots of the job description of Rob. This is the overall structure of the network. As I mentioned to you, we will be focusing only on the we will be focusing only on the server. So we will be only focusing on this server, this one. That's it. Okay, let's quickly move on. So what is system administrator? The system administrator will elaborate and discuss the planning and design of the network servers. So I have my role, which I just skip. But what you need to do is, so when you are playing role play, the student will be system administrator. Let me make it green. Let me make it green. Let me mark it. Okay, so you will be playing as a role of Rob, system administrator. Okay, so discuss the stakeholders about the requirements of the network server, discuss with finance manager, discuss with and identify hazards, discuss and take suggestions, discuss the site cleanup restoration, get the minutes of meeting. That's it. So just talk about all these dot points with me one by one, summarize the minutes of meeting, log down, and sign out at the end of them. So just prepare a report. So discuss with the manager, other people, make a minutes of meeting and write a report. And what is the report? Let me highlight this green so that you know that. Okay, so what is in the report? So requirement of the data migration, specification of network server 2019, instead of 2016, put 2019. Prepare network design document, checklist for installation, test plans, details of health and safety, details of backup. Ask your manager to review once you design something, and then obtain a sign off. That's it. So this is it, guys. This is your reporting structure, and this is the sign off document, and this is end of it. After the end of this talk, I will share this assessment pack with you, highlighted assessment pack for your reference. So that was the activity number 1, 2 of assessment task 2. I think there is 1 or 2 activities, but this is overall assessment task 2. If you have any question, please let me know in this assessment task 2. Take your another 15 minutes, have a look, and we talked about it. Okay, guys, let's move on to task number 3. So task number 3. We'll come back again if you have any question. Let me explain task number 3. Okay, task number 3 is your last assessment task. This is what we were doing in last 3 weeks. Okay, so what you are going to do, let me quickly read the task number 3. Okay, so here is the assessment task number 3. Where it is? Okay. So implementation of network server. This is what we were doing actually. So how, when you answer these questions, you just back up the data to make sure the preparation of the installation of network server. We haven't backup, but what you can do is you can just answer the question theoretically that this is how you can back up the data. There's a backup option available in Windows Server, and whenever some option available. Sorry guys, I have to mute you guys. Okay. Okay, so we can do that. Second dot point is install the network operating system. Remember, the first thing we did is installing the virtual box, and then we install the operating system. So you just need to provide me a screenshot that you have installed successfully Windows 2016, a password screen, and after password logging screen is required. I know few of you have installed it. So when you submit your pictures, please make sure those are your own screenshots. We haven't installed any antivirus program. It's not rocket science. So you can just explain me how you can and which antivirus software you can install. So download, this is the McAfee, for example, you can download, install, just tell me the steps. Then the install printer services. One of the video demonstration shared with you in one of the previous days is network printer installation configuration. This is what you can do. Install third-party troubleshooting and server monitoring tools. You can just mention that you are using Windows Server 2019 on, or you can Google it and find out troubleshooting tools and server monitoring tools. So this is a third party. You can Google and just find a search, put down a list of such tools available in market. So we haven't done it, but you can just Google, search it out, find it out, and list down. Patch and set the automatic update of server operating system. There is, in one of your video, which I shared with you about installing, configuring Windows Server 2019 is how to set up your backward option. It's just a clicking few options here and there. All you need is to figure it out, discover it, and then put it down here. Configure the following server network security services: DNS, DHCP, web proxy, FTP, firewall. Strong policy, password policy. This strong password policy is implementing through group policy management. So you already have done all these things. Actually, we have done a bit extra, but really not extra. So we have done all these things. All you need to do is just configure your server on these settings, and that is it. Just put down the screenshots under this. For example, DNS, I have configured DNS, or you just put a screenshot here. Screenshot of your work. Okay, that's it. This is what is required. And similarly, you can put a screenshot of DHCP. This is how you will be answering the question. Okay, so this is what I am expecting. This is what I'm expecting. How you can restore the backup, you can just write it down theoretically. Theoretical explanation would be sufficient. Explanation would be sufficient. Theoretical explanation would be sufficient. Okay. Connect the server with the network and also reconnect and reconfigure switches. This is what you can just theoretically explain it, how you will do it. Implement and restore, theoretically you can just explain it. That's it. Nothing else. That's it, nothing else. Have a look at it and let me know. So take your time, assessment task 3 on page number 64. Have a look at it. We have already done all the video demonstrations shared with you before. Have a look at them, do it, and put down your screenshots of all those questions. So what I'm looking for is screenshot of Windows Server.
So we just put the screenshot. We don't need to explain that.
Yes. So once you're done with some steps, you take a screenshot and put down. Okay. Some of the question you need only theoretical explanation. So I'm also explaining you on your screen that which component of just need a theoretical explanation.
How about the web and proxy mail, sir?
Sorry?
The web and proxy email?
Yeah, you have to configure them.
So,
yes.
Okay.
So let me put this screenshot, yes.
Screenshot.
And I will organize very quickly for you. Let me finish this, okay. So I try to be very explicit so that everyone is on the same page. This video is recorded as well. Strong password policy is your GPON. This is your group policy management. This is one of the video I shared with you before. Let me put down. This is group policy management. Yeah, group policy management. This is one of the video is group policy management, group policy management. Group policy management. This is one of the security feature. Okay, so that is your assessment task number 3. I am going to share this screen, this assessment pack, annotated assessment pack with you shortly. Some of the things I probably may miss, but when they ask you to configure, this one is very important. This one is very important. When they ask you configure, this means that you actually have to configure and take screenshots. Okay, so for this configuration work, all the steps I need screenshots. So that was it, your question number, assessment task number 3. I'm going to pause the recording. If you have any question, you can ask me. I'm going to share this I'm going to send this email to you as well.